world, welcome to Life on a Budget with D. Today's video is going to be me setting up my August budget, and I'm going to review July's budget. Just a little review of how my income was looking for that month. And then I'm going to give you a little details on how I budget, because I'm a detailed budgeter and it might be something you'll be into. I'm also going to be packaging coins. I have spare change that I use in order to pay for my annual gym fee, and I'm going to package that up to prepare it to go to the bank. So if you're into stuff like Budget with Me, bill exchange, cash stuffing videos, this is the place for you. And I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. Okay, so right now I am taking out all of July's documents that I have used, and I'm going to replace it with August document that I had set up for last week. I still have to finish July week 5 cash stuffing, so please look out for that video. Okay, you guys, I am updating my paycheck/deposit assignment calendar with the information I have from my budget by paycheck worksheet that you see on the left-hand side of the camera angle in the blue. So I am identifying the paydays that will be responsible for each expense that has been assigned to that day. Once I have finished updating my calendar, I use the information from that calendar to take care of each week of the month. So I budget by pay week, and I update my cash breakdown for each week as well. Once I have completed those documents, I then go to the back of my planner and update my monthly asset review worksheet, where I keep track of all the inflow throughout the month for each week so I could be on top of everything. I've been working on this video for the last 5 days. I have recorded this video at least 12 times, literally. And it is overwhelming, okay? But in the span of those 5 days, I had discovered as I was budgeting that my budget sheets does not fully reflect what I am actually thinking in my head. So I decided that I was going to update how my brain actually works on my sheets rather than how I currently have it here. Typically, what I do when it comes to budgeting every month, I first create a budget for my general overall budget. Then I budget by Inflow. Inflow is a combination of funds that works together to pay off all your monthly expenses. The term was coined from Budget Mom, the Budget Mom. Then I budget by paycheck. Then I budget by pay week. And I'll break that down a little later. This is my weekly budget by pay week sheet that I use on a regular. I was so proud of this sheet, but when I was recording a video previously and I deleted it, I said, you know what? Instead of me telling people how I break down my sinking funds, I really need to reflect what I'm doing when it comes to my sinking funds. And for those of you who don't know what sinking funds are funds that people forget to put money aside for, such as annual fees, subscriptions, memberships. And then when they enter into that month and it automatically comes out their budget, they're like, whoa, I didn't plan for that, and it sinks their funds, and they gotta find ways to fund the rest of their budget because they didn't plan for the fund that they was aware it was coming up but forgot it was coming up. I hope that makes sense. So this is how my current budget look, and this is how it's going to look from now on. What I normally do is that once I'm trying something out on paper for the first time, I print it out in black and white. Once I'm satisfied with it, then I print it out in color. That means it has passed the test. And I believe that this has passed the test. I've tried it out, I have it here, and I'm going to go over with you in a few. But I just want to go over my categories first, since y'all are new to the way I budget. Every budget for me is considered a spinning drill. The reason why I call it a spinning drill is because I believe that every budget is a practice or rehearsal when it comes to life financially, because life is never ever a straight line. Life after marriage for me taught me that lesson when I kept how can I say this? I was in and out of work. I was basically an independent contractor, always trying to find gigs here and there, and I never had a full consistent flow of income. So creating a budget framework and a budgeting method was very important for me so that I can have a solid foundation when it comes to managing my money without having to deal with the changes of not my finances, but also my financial setup. So I call this by spin and drill because it is my practice routine in case of financial chaos. I'm going to introduce you to my categories. Number one, I have inflows where I list my inflows. I have my TTI where I pay my tithe, taxes, and investment. I have my savings category that's home, 3 to 6 months of expenses, auto, medical, and rainy day. I have my insurance of home, renters, auto, medical, and life. And life is only required if you have dependents such as a family member that relies on your income. 4 walls is all the stuff that you need to take care of the foundation of your home, like utilities, shelter, transportation, and groceries. Right here, I have other fixed income, but I changed that. That's for any current bills that you have. Variable expenses normally for your cash envelope and your daily spending that you normally do, like toiletries, home supplies, beauty, stuff like that. Sinking funds is any bills or expenses that will be coming up in the future that you want to be ready for. Then I have extra debt and savings, so any money that you want to put towards extra debt or extra savings you will put here. And then investment and donations are where you want to invest in yourself, like your business, your friend's business, or a charity of some sort, or you just want to help a neighbor or friend who's going through hard times, or a cause, anything. So my goal for every budget is to start with giving with God first, and then end with it giving to others or giving back by producing something for community of some sort of service. I hope that makes sense. I'm stumbling over my words. And then lastly, I had me calculating all my monthly totals to come up with a zero base. I realized that I didn't like that because I normally don't use this section at the bottom here. A lot of things I said, it does not reflect how I really and truly budget. Number one, what I learned is that every future expense will become, any future expense will become a current expense. And I didn't have a way to reflect that on the sheet. Every future bill that I'm saving up for becomes a current bill. And it didn't reflect that on this sheet. So what I did is updated my spinning drill. It's in black and white, it's not as pretty. And this is what I came up with. I have my inflow, my TTI, my savings, my insurance, my 4 walls. I changed this already in Adobe, and it's really called current bills. Then I have my cash and my variable expenses. Then I have my future bills, which can be annual, semi-annual, quarterly bills. And that's why I didn't name it as annual bills, because sometimes it's not annual, but I need to save up for them. Then my future expenses and goals, any expense I want to prepare for, such as birthdays, holidays, any type of spending that I want to put money towards. You try to save it for an iPad or whatever, it will go here, or a goal, a future house, future business. I don't know, I'm just coming up with stuff, just future goals. A category that I plan on putting is recession. I'm going to put something here for recession eventually. And then right here, I have extra debt and expenses. So this is where I use money from this category, future expense savings, and I put it here as to the expense that I'm using. And I also put any money I'm putting towards debt here as well. So future expense, so like currently, I'm gonna show you later. I'm gonna show you what I mean later. And then I have my invest and donate category. And then right here at the bottom, instead of having me calculate everything, I have leftovers. And the reason why I call it leftovers is because most of the time I do have money left over, and that money is labeled as my monthly rollover. Leftovers and rollover is two different things, because you can identify the leftover as anything else. It could be for you, oh, I'm going shopping because I got money left over. Oh, I can help so-and-so with something that's my leftover. The goal is to identify what the leftover money is supposed to do in order for it to be considered a zero-based budget. Now, it doesn't mean that zero money has to be in your bank account, but it does mean that every penny has a place and every penny has an assignment. And you have to identify the leftover money. And my leftover always is going to be my monthly rollover. So that is exactly how I process my budget flow. So now I'm going to show you what I mean, how future bills become current bills and future expenses become current expenses. This month, I am responsible for paying my gym annual fee. I typically use coins, which you're going to see later, to fund my annual fee. As to why I didn't budget it here, because I don't know how much coins I'm going to have in my spare change. But I'm going to actually tally it for now on here. I'm going to continue saving for my annual gym fee because it's coming up next year. So it's always going to remain as a future bill. But since it is a current bill this month, it is also here as well. So sometimes simultaneously, a bill will show up twice on my budget sheet to accommodate it for the future and what on currently with it now. Same here. I always save money for my girls for clothing. We also call these type of savings revolving savings, because you'll always have to save for these certain things. So right now I have for my girls' clothes and school supply, I am still putting money towards saving for that goal. But right here, it is currently school time and I have to spend money for this goal. So the money I have been saving for a whole year is being used currently to help me fund for the goals for paying for the kids' clothing and their school supplies. So simultaneously, once again, I have two things going on. I'm saving for the future and I'm also have the funds for the present. So this sheet now identify exactly how I think. This is important for those of us who have inconsistent income or you're an independent contractor. You do not have the luxury as an independent contractor to not consider every dime you make, because for some people, you don't know the next time you will make money. So you have to consider all your annual expenses so you can be prepared for anything in life. So that is a rule of thumb. So my budgeting method is not a simple budget. It is a necessary budget because I prepare for all seasons of my financial life. Now I'm going to introduce you to the step-by-step of what I mean about how I budget. So for my inflow, I didn't tally it up here. I apologize. It's on the other sheet. I probably would tell you, probably not. I don't know. But my TTI, I took care of that category and all of it together is $525. For my savings, I do 10% of my earnings. And that's right here, and that is $204, and I'm left with $3,829.31. Then when it comes to my insurance, right now renters is paid annually, my auto is paid monthly. I'm on the market for medical and life. That is $224 for this category, leaving me with a balance of $3,605.31. For my 4 walls, rent, gas, phone, groceries, and my auto loan, that is $1,250 with a remaining balance of $2,355.31. For my current bills, the total is $132 with a remaining balance of $2,223.31, and that's for my gym, Adobe, Apple, and my gym annual fee. For my cash envelope, that's fund money, home supplies, toiletry, miscellaneous eating out, family entertainment, and my 2 girls spending, that is $505. And that's left me with a balance of $1,718.31. In my future bills, that is my renter's insurance, American Express annual fee, my Canva bids, my car registration, and my gym annual fee. That is a total of $44, leaving me with a balance of $1,674.31. For my future expenses and goals, that's my kids' clothes, birthdays, school supplies, kids' miscellaneous, my daughter's contacts, and printer supplies. That is $242, with the remaining balance of $1,432.31. Right here for my extra bills and expenses is my kids' clothes and school supplies that I'm using from savings, and the total is $1,027, with the remaining balance of $405.31. Right here in my giving section, I like to give money regardless of how small of my income is. I just want it to be a habit of mine, because when I'm wealthy, I want to be a generous giver regardless of, my situation. And I'm not supposed to be giving if I'm paying off debt, but I worked it out in a way that I could. So that is $40 I put to the side, and that's a remaining balance of $365.31. I'm right at the bottom. That's my leftover, and my leftover is always my rollover money. So I have a total of $365.31 to work with for next month. So there you have it with that. And I'm going to introduce you to my page on what you just watched earlier. Right here on this page, once I have mastered my overall general budget, I then budget by inflow. Each inflow is breaking down into its own category. My main income, I have child support over here, child support, my monthly rollover, savings, and my cash. Each of my inflow will have its own budget. In this way, I can know which inflow will be responsible for a bill or a portion of a bill. The reason why I do this is because in case there is a fluctuation in how my money is for the month, I can easily see where I will redistribute which funds will take care of what, etc. This came in handy for me when I was going in between jobs, or up and down with making money. So this has helped me out a lot when there's an increase or decrease in my income. And then I identify the income source or the inflow source that's responsible for a bill. A real example of that is right here with my toiletries. I have my cash, and my child support will be responsible for the whole toiletry of $80. So I need to see how that looks here. So once I do that, I then break down each inflow source into their own budgeting spreadsheet. And I break it down. The most active one is my main income source, because I get paid on a weekly basis. And then it's my child support. Then the other ones, like my savings, my cash, and my monthly rollover, has its own sheet. It's not as bad as it look. I typically I keep saying typically, I noticed that. I normally just cut the sheets out so I could put it on one spread so I could see it as a view. And this has helped me out a lot, because not only do I know which income or inflow source is responsible for the bill, I now can determine which paycheck will be responsible for paying that bill or a portion of that bill. And it breaks down and it gives me a whole holistic view of everything. I would advise you that if you have any bills that is due at the top of the month, like rent or so, that you should use your monthly rollover for that, so you won't have any late penalties. And if you don't have any monthly rollover or a month ahead fund, it will be a good idea to start saving for that, so that you can be able to take care of those bills. But if you do not have it, the goal is to make sure that you rearrange your previous month to make sure that you be ready for the next month. So once I have budget by inflow source, then I budget by paycheck. I then use calendars. This first calendar, I use two calendars. The first calendar is my paycheck and due date calendar, where I map out all my due dates and all my paydays on this calendar. After that, the information that I got from the previous sheets, like my budget by paycheck sheet, I document that here so I can see how it will look throughout the month, and I can identify how each week will look. And I identify these as my pay week because I do get paid on a weekly basis. Once I accomplish that, Once I accomplish that, I then budget by pay week. This is the document that I showed you earlier, and I budget by pay week according to what's happening here on the calendar. And I'm able to see how my week is going to look. And then I do my cash breakdown, and I also update my my monthly asset review, where I go over how my inflow was affected throughout each week and identify the savings that I use throughout each week. And then I tally up my assets and my liability, and I get my grand total of my net worth for the month, and then I keep track of my credit score. So that's how I set up my budget. And then I do track all that. I'm not trying to go into all that, but I do track accounts. I have multiple accounts, to be honest. And that's how I am a very, very, very detailed budgeter. So I'm going to go into what happened last month for July. This summer has been a very, very active summer for me. From my car crash to my kids' activities, I have been on the go, and I'm kind of happy that summer is slowing down. July has been a golden month, so it has been very, very active. And what I do, I project how much money I'm going to make for the month. And then each week when I budget, I track what had happened for that week. As you can see, for the month, I actually had an inflow of $30,134.71. And then I track how that money come about. And as you can see, most of it came from savings. And this savings right here, I do a savings breakdown from my sinking funds or just my savings account. So when it's time for me to take money out of these accounts, I know how much I got to take out of the envelope, so that I can be accurate with documenting my information. Once I finish with that, so you can see, I had to pay my car. I had to buy a car because the car crashed. I had to buy printer supplies. I gave money to someone through GoFundMe. I did a business purchase. I'm doing a passion project I'm so excited about. And I had to buy my daughter some eye drops or some eye contact solution, and I had to document. So I document all that on a weekly basis. And I use this information to update my bill tracker and my expense tracker. And I use that information to prepare for next year. So what I'm saying is that every month that I track my information is a preparation for next year, because I do financial forecasting. And financial forecasting is where I take the information that I collect for each month from the previous year to determine what will my budget be for the next year for those categories, so I could be more realistic. So that is the month. I'm not sharing my liability and assets for right now because I'm not comfortable yet. And but it says debt free until August 2022, and that's not true. My first payment is in September. They already tacking interest on there, but I do have a video out once again where I talk about how I plan on paying my debt off 9 months or less. It's a very small car loan, so I'm excited to pay it off and educate or display, what's the right word, how to pay off debt. So I'm excited about that. So now that I got into what I do on a monthly basis, how I budget, let me know what you think. It'll be great to hear your feedback. And I'm going to go straight into my coins. It's time to count my coins and get them ready for the bank. Okay, so this month, This month, my gym membership is, okay, let me repeat myself. Let me start over. Okay, so this month, My gym annual fee is due. Okay. Since last August, I have been saving money for my gym. It was a challenge that I created for myself. I think y'all know it's the coin challenge. I didn't call it the coin challenge. I just called it, let me see how much would happen with my spare change if I put enough spare change to a side and not put I keep saying gym annual fee in the mix. What can happen? Can I save $53, $54 for my gym? And if so, can I pay for 2 years worth? I put this back, but I forgot I need to do my stuff. So I have my trackers right here. Let's see, find my gym. Okay. I have $93.85, and that came from all my spare change. And people take for granted these spare change. Now, business don't take spare change for granted, because when you go to the supermarket or you go to like Marshall's or Ross, they will ask you, do you want to carry your spare change to this charity organization? Just your spare change. And then most people are like, oh, it's just the spare change. Yeah, just give it over. No, not me. In my budget, I didn't plan to give to that charity. Not yet. I mean, I might have a charity in mind I already plan on giving to, but I ain't planning on giving it to your charity. And that money has an assignment. Now, if my money didn't have an assignment, I would have felt bad and be like, I should just give. No. All my pennies have a place, and all my pennies have an assignment. And that's even my spare change, okay? So, yes, that has nothing to do with being a generous giver or anything like that. Is sticking with a plan. That's all I'm saying. Stick with your plan. So don't let them take your spare change. They understand how to get the money, child. You better know how to keep yours. Unless it is an organization in charity that you are committed to, and it's something that you're passionate about, definitely do it responsibly, because there's a such thing as responsible giving, and I think I should do a video when it comes to responsible giving. Okay, anyway, I digress. I'm sorry, I digress. But you're trying to take your spare change, and I'm like, look at this. With my spare change, $93.85. Imagine how much money these organizations for these charities are making with spare change. People don't value their spare change because they think because it's small amounts that it is not valuable. These things add up, and as you can see, not only do I have the money to pay my gym annual fee for this year, which is which is $53 and some change, so I just ran it off the 54. You can do this for yourself. So the spare change challenge is the only challenge I have for right now until I get some more income, and I'm saving for that. But I use all this money. This is since last August, and now it's this August, and this is what I have to pay. So I see where my money's going, and I'm happy. I know all my pennies have a place. Y'all gonna adopt that idea. All my pennies have a place, and all my pennies have an assignment, okay? You be in charge of your money. You master your money. You tell your money what to do. I'm all about that, okay? Let me stop ranting. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my coins, and I'm going to start packing this money and preparing it for the bank. I'm so excited. I was waiting so long to do this. I hope I have enough. I should have enough. I'm so excited about this. I have $2 in here, which I probably should start doing is the dollar challenge or the $5 challenge. But I put these dollars towards this, and it's so crispy. I put it towards this. So I'm gonna do a time lapse, and you'll see me do it. So enjoy. My hands feels yucky. That's with all these coins. Okay, so I need a calculator. All right, you guys. Ugh, try not to touch my face. Have those things going on. So this is all the coins I came together with right here. We are going to count it. All this right here is dollars. This right here is a dollar right here, and this. So we're just going to count it. All the dollars first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29 plus 30, that's 1. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Plus 70. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Why? Plus 70. Plus 10. 2 for... What? I can't even get it. 2, 4, 6, 70. Another 70. Plus 70. That's 70. This is 50. 60, 65 plus 0.65. That is 5 cents here. 5 cents plus point. This is $32. So I have this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put these in the bag. I'm gonna time lapse that as well, and then we can calculate everything I have all together, okay? So one moment, please. All right, so I have completed put in as much money I can into these bags. All right, so we're going to count this money. Let's see if it is $93 like I said it was on my tracker. I hope it's all right, but let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's 60 bucks. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is that 5s? Yeah, 5. 5, 10, 15, 20 plus 20. 2, 4, 6 plus 6 plus 2, 4, 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 50 cents. This says $94.50, and this is just here. Okay, well, hold up now. What? Oh, I'm off. Maybe I miscount somewhere. Oh, obviously I miscounted somewhere. So right here, I say I have $93.85. Well, according to these calculations, it looks like it's more. Right now, I'm at 94. Right now, I'm at 94.50 with this right here. But I still have things that could not fit inside of the packet. So we're at 94.50 plus $1 plus $2 plus 20 cents plus, I think this is 80, 60, that's 70, plus 70. I know that's 50 cents plus 50 cents plus 40 cents. What? I really got $83.30. What? Where is mine? $83 I mean, $98. You see, he's switching the numbers. $98.30 subtract 93.85. I'm missing a whole $4.45 on this thing. Where's the pencil? I'm gonna update this tracker. Okay. Today is actually August 2nd. August 2nd. I just found that I added $4.45 to $98.30. So this is exciting because we're about to color. Okay. Let me verify. Oh my goodness. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, 60. 20. Put this $2 out the side. $2. 2, 4, 6. 6 plus 2, 4, 6. That's another 6 plus the 50. 1. Then $2 over here plus $2. Plus $20, 20 cents. Plus 5 cents. Let me make sure. Did I count for this last time? 20 cents. Then this is 5 cents. I don't think I put this in last time. 5 cents plus. I'm confusing myself, y'all. Let me put this to the side. So I know this is $94.50, right? So that's 20 plus 5 plus 10.20. No. I'm already confusing myself. Okay, $2 right here plus 20 cents plus 5 cents plus 70 cents plus 50 cents plus another 20 cents equals. So that's $3.65 right over here plus $94.50. $98.15. So $98.15 subtract 93.85 equals 430. Update. So 98.15. No, 98. Yeah, 98.15 is what I have. I have more than I expected. Dun, 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 dun. 30. So 98.15, you guys, is way better than I expected to have. So I get to color in. I'm about to color in. This is exciting. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Color. Such a big kid when it comes to this stuff. I love trackers, okay? I love it. Yay! I'm way closer to having next year annual fee, you guys. I should probably bump this up to. I'm gonna bump it up to that. It was 106. Now it's 108 now. I'm just gonna bump it up to that. Yay! Boom. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take this to the bank. So we had like an extra bonus in here, you guys. I'm gonna take this to the bank. All right. This is my video for today. This is the top of the month. I hope you enjoyed this video. I try to be as thorough as I possibly can, making sure it's packed with information with this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to this channel. If you're into bill exchange, budget with me, sinking fund stuff in, cash stuff in, this is the channel for you. So if you're into stuff like that, please subscribe to this channel. please hit that notification bell so you can know about my next video. I'm currently working on a passion project of mine when it comes to credit scores and how it impacts me when it comes to this new car loan. So I'm gonna milk this whole car situation until I can't milk it no more. I'm gonna make sure no stones are left unturned when it comes to that kind of stuff, so that you will be fully aware on how your credit does affect your budget as well. So tune in for that. I am so excited about sharing that. That's going to be a series in itself, and I'm working on it right now, and I'm putting it out there, so I can't back out. It's out there. I got to do it now. All right, so until next time, you guys, yay, take care. Bye-bye.